Hello, friends. How are all of you? I'm fine. Today I have come to help you know about narration and about how to change from direct narration to indirect narration or direct speech to indirect speech. What is narration? Narration means speech. Narration two types: direct narration or direct speech and indirect narration or indirect speech. Direct speech, Ritu said to me, I am fine. Direct speech always will look like in this way. Then in direct speech, the first part, Ritu said to me, that is called reporting verb. I am fine, I am fine. It is called, or this part is called reported speech. This part is called indirect speech reporting verb. This part is called in direct narration or direct speech, reported speech, it is called reported speech. But if we change from direct to indirect, the sentence will look like in this way. Such as Ritu said to me, I am fine. Ritu said to me that she was fine. Or Ritu told me that she was fine. In this way changed. I am going to tell you or show you the roles next. I have divided this lesson into two parts, part 1 and part 2. Today I am in discussion to part 1, and in part 2 I will discuss the remaining roles or other things. Ritu told me that she was fine, but there is a problem. You can write always said, but you cannot write always told, because if I write here in this way, told Ritu told that if if there is object, if there is object, we can write told. If there is no object, if there is no object, we cannot write told, and that is wrong sentence. That's why if we write told or tell here, object is must. If there is no object, we cannot write told. That's why we like to avoid to write told or tell, because if I write say or said, it is absolutely, you are absolutely free, no doubt will have there. But if you write told, there must have object. That's why I don't like to write here actually told. So let's get started to know the rules of changing from direct to indirect speech. Always we have to follow some rules, especially person change, tense change, and some words will be changed there also from when you are going to change from direct speech to indirect speech. Three things uh, actually are changed, such as person is changed, tense is changed, again some words are changed there, such as if it is this, that will be that. If it is yesterday, if yesterday what is given there, that will be changed into the previous day in this way. But you have to remember that if reporting verb is given in present or future, in reported speech, it is not necessary to change tense. I am repeating again. In reported speech, if we see it is in past form, we don't need to change tense. I would like to repeat it again. If it is in present or future, it is not necessary to change tense. If it is in present or future, it is not necessary to change tense of reported speech. But if it is in past tense, you need to change tense here. If it is in past tense, you need to change the tense of reported speech. I am repeating again. If reporting verb is given in present or future, it is not necessary to change tense. If it is given in past tense, you need to change the tense. Such as, it is given in past tense, that means I need to change. I have changed at first person according to the role. Then it is in simple present, that's why I have changed it into past simple. I am repeating again. If reporting verb is given in present or future, it is not necessary to change tense. But if it is given in past tense, you need to change the tense of reported speech. Now you have to follow some rules, the rules of changing tense. If it is given in present simple or present indefinite, that will be past indefinite. If it is given in present continuous, it will be changed into past continuous. If it is given in present perfect, that will be changed into past perfect. If it is given in past present perfect continuous, it will be changed into past perfect continuous. If it is given in past indefinite, it will be changed into past perfect. If it is given in past continuous, it will be changed into past perfect continuous. If it is given in past perfect or past perfect continuous, it is not necessary to change at that time. Try to understand slowly and write on your notebook. If it is given in future indefinite, at the time we will get shall or will, and we will change the words shall or will into would. We will change into for shall or will, we will change shall or will words into would. Uh, in this way, in all future tense, you will get shall or will, and those should be changed into would. I am repeating again. If it is given in present in indefinite, that will be past indefinite. When, in case of your reporting verb is in past tense, I have told you earlier that if a reporting verb is given in present or future, it is not necessary to change tense. But if it is given in past tense, it is necessary to change the tense. And at that time, you have to change the tense in this way. If it is if present indefinite is given here, you have to write past indefinite. If present continuous, it will be past continuous. If it is in present perfect, that will be past perfect. If it is in past present perfect continuous, that will be changed into past perfect continuous. If it is in past indefinite, that will be changed into past perfect. If it is past continuous, that will be changed into past perfect continuous. If it is past perfect and past perfect continuous, that should not be changed. Okay, in future tense we will get modals such as shall or will. For shall or will words, we will change shall or will into would. In that way you can do it. If modals are found can, that will be changed into could. If you find may, that will be changed into uh, might. In this way, so let's get started to give to see more examples such as he says, he says to me, he says to me, he says to me I am fine, he says to me I am fine. So you can see that it is given in present indefinite tense or present tense, so I don't need to change tense. That means I am writing he says to me, he says to me that she is fine, she is fine. I haven't changed the tense. It is given in present indefinite, I have written also in present indefinite because reporting verb is in present tense. I have told you that if reporting verb is given in present or future, here it is not necessary to change tense. But if it is given in past tense, at that time we have to change the rules of tense, such as if it is in present indefinite, we have to change it into past indefinite in this way. So you must know the structure of tense also here. In this way we can do that. So I would like to keep some more. Actually at this moment I am showing you the example of assertive sentence. In narration we have to change we have to show example from assertive sentence, interrogative sentence, imperative sentence, optative sentence, exclamatory sentence. Now I am showing you from assertive sentence. Actually assertive at first we would like to learn from assertive sentence. In this way I am repeating again, very much important. Narration, narration means speech. Narration two types: direct narration, indirect narration. Direct narration, Ritu said to me, I am fine. Direct narration, this part is called reporting verb, this part is called reported speech. In narration changing, we have to we have to follow three things: person change, tense change, and if we find another word here, such as if we find now, that will be changed to then. I will show you actually in this way, and you can find these types of words in your book also. If I show here in slightest way actually, then now will be changed. Now will be changed into then. This will be changed into uh, that. This will be changed into that. Yesterday, 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 yesterday will be changed into the previous day. In this way those words will be changed if we find these types of words in reported speech. Then tomorrow, uh, for tomorrow, tomorrow, for tomorrow, the following day or the next day, the next day, or the following, the following day. You should write down on this on your notebook, the following day. In this way now this that yesterday, these types of words are found actually or mostly. So I think that you have written on your notebook and try to understand. I am going to give you some more examples here now from assertive sentence. I have told you that if reporting verb is in present or future, we don't need to change tense. If it is given in past tense, we have to change the tense. Always follow that. Always remember that we need to change three things if we find, such as person change, tense change. If I get here some words such as now, that will be then these types of words will be changed there. I will show some more examples later. Such as at this moment I am going to show you that Rupa said to me, Rupa said to me, I saw you yesterday. I saw you yesterday. I saw you last day. Last day will be the previous day also. I saw you last day. Okay. Rupa said to me. Rupa said to me that she, it is given in past indefinite. That means I am writing now in past perfect. Rupa said to me that she had seen me. She had seen me last day. For last day, that will be changed the previous day. The previous day in this way. That means I have changed the word last day into the previous day. It is given in past tense. I have changed it into past perfect actually. It is not clearly seen, so I'd like to write it clearly. She had seen me, right? It is given in past indefinite. That's why I have written it into past perfect. And again I have changed the subject. Always follow that. Subject or person should be changed, tense should be changed, and if we get these types of words we should change it into the another form. So this one for assertive. I am repeating again. If you understand assertive sentence, it will help you mostly to do easily in other sentences such as interrogative, imperative, or others. Such as I am telling you that if reporting verb is in present or future, we don't need to change tense. If reporting verb is in past tense, we need to change such as, and changing is, if it is in present indefinite, that means that will be past indefinite. If it is in present continuous, that will be into past continuous. If it is in present perfect, that will be into past perfect. If it is in present perfect continuous, that will be past perfect continuous. If it is in past indefinite, that will be changed into past perfect. If it is in past continuous, that will be past perfect continuous. But if it is in past perfect and past perfect continuous, if it is in past perfect or past perfect continuous, at that time we don't need to change it. And in future tense, we will get shall or would. Shall or will words will be changed into would only. In that way, we can change. This one is for assertive sentence. Assertive sentence. Now I am going to show you interrogative sentence. Interrogative sentence. So let's go to that sentence to know about how to change from direct speech to indirect speech of in interrogative sentence. Interrogative. Interrogative sentence. Interrogative. He said. He said to me. He said to me. Do you like it? Do you like it? He said to me, do you like it? Okay, interrogative sentence. It is in direct speech. Direct. Now indirect. Indirect. He asked me. He asked me. He inquired of me. He wanted to know in this way. He asked me. You can write. He asked me. He inquired of me. He wanted to know. He asked me. If it is an auxiliary verb, then you have to write if. He asked me if. For you have to change the word I. It is given in present indefinite. That means you have to change it into past indefinite, and at that time you have to take the main verb to change. If I liked it, and always you have to use there a full stop, because you know that whatever the sentence is assertive, interrogative, imperative, you are changing all those into assertive sentence. That's why. Such as if it is auxiliary, then he asked. For auxiliary you have to write if. In some cases whether is necessary, also whether. W H E T H E R, but mostly people use if. For auxiliary if, I have changed this subject you into I, and it is given in present tense. I have changed it into past simple. If it is given in present simple, I have changed it into past simple. And main verb I have changed the main verb into past indefinite. If it is in present indefinite, that should be changed into past indefinite. In this way I have changed it. I am showing you another example. Direct. Direct. He said. He said to me. He said to me, will you write? Will you write it? Will you write it? Okay. He. Indirect. He asked. He asked me if. For auxiliary I have written here if, and I am changing you. You will be changed according to this one as subject. I will should be changed into ought. If I ought, write it in this way. If you find auxiliary in this way, you have to change it. If you say that, sir, he said to me, have you done it? He said to me, have you done it? Okay, I am writing. It will be difficult for you if I don't write here. He said to me, have you He said to me, have you seen it? Have you seen it? Have you seen it? He, indirect, 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 he asked, he asked me if I had, if I had seen it. So you can understand, it is given in present perfect. I have done it, I have changed it into past perfect in this way. I think that there will not be any problem to change using auxiliary verb here if it is given with auxiliary verb. So now I am going to show you with WS word in interrogative sentence. WS word, it is also easy, not so difficult. Such as, direct, he said to, he said to me, how many pens will or how many pens did you buy yesterday? How many pens did you buy yesterday? Indirect, he asked me how many. This one is WS word. How many books I had. It is given in past indefinite or past simple, that's why I am using here past perfect. I had bought the previous day. In this way you can change, full stop. For WS word, before auxiliary verb, these words are auxiliary. WS word, I have written WS word. Then subject, according to this one. Subject, according to the tense, it is given in past simple. That's why I have written here past perfect. And this word has been changed here into the previous day. In this way, he said to me, how can you do that? He asked me how I could do that. In this way, you can change. He said to me, when will you go? He asked me when I would go. In this way, you can change. Okay, but I have I would like to mention here one thing before going to another sentence imperative or in another way. I would like to show you here that I have told you that if reporting verb is given in present or future, in reported speech it is not necessary to change tense. But in reporting verb, if reporting verb is given in past tense, at that time it is necessary to change tense. But see here, direct speech, direct. He said man is mortal. He said man is mortal. He said that man is mortal. That means if we find universal truth or proverb in reported speech, at that time whatever it is in present or past, we don't need to change it. We don't. If we see universal truth or proverb in reported uh, speech, we don't need to change tense, whatever it is in present or past or future. Have I been able to understand you? I'm repeating again. In reported speech, if we find universal truth or proverb, at that time we don't need to change that tense, whatever it is in present or past. I have shown here universal truth. If I show you uh, another way, indirect, this one, indirect, direct. He said, he said, he said, honesty is the best policy. Honesty is the honesty is the best policy. Honesty is the best policy. Okay. Indirect. Indirect. He said that. He said that honesty. He said that honesty is the best policy. Honesty is the best policy. Okay. So it is not necessary to change here because proverb. In case of universal truth and proverb, we don't need to change tense, whatever it is in present or past. I think that you have understood well. Watch the video or the lesson time and again to understand. A little bit difficult for you. So I think you learn properly through following the instructions or rules. I will come back again with part 2 in narration. Till then, bye bye.